Making me some food up in the house. Up in the house. All right. Yeah. You guys should go on YouTube and look up Portland Andy. You be tripping out, yo. My brother's chilling with him. What else do I need? Some almonds, yo. Need some almonds. Shit. So I learned this a long time ago when I studied government, but it's been like 25 years. The Constitution was written in Philadelphia. They, over a couple year period, they wanted to add a Bill of Rights. You know, add some amendments to the Bill of Rights. And so most of that work got done in New York. They got it all written up. And the last people that had to sign it before it could go into law was Virginia. So if everyone else signed it, they took it to Virginia, to the State House in Virginia. And when Virginia signed that document, they agreed to 10 out of the 12. Originally there was 12 amendments in the Bill of Rights. They agreed to 10 of them. And those 10, our Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments of the Constitution, when it was signed at the State House in Virginia, that's when the Bill of Rights, right when they signed it, boom, it became law. And then all the colonies and the first states that were part of the Union at that point, it became law. And that's why they go down to the State House once a year, and it's been all over the news. It's all over the news. It's not a protest. It's actually they on that day they go there and they lobby, and that's what I read. So that's where the Bill of Rights was actually signed. Like when they signed it at the State House of Virginia, became law, dude, back in 1791. So you see it on the news, are talking about this, that. It's really a lobbying day. They go there and they lobby, and I think they started. I think it was probably maybe it was like, I have to read some more, but I'm thinking it was maybe this day. Maybe it's like the anniversary of it or something. There's all these people going to crash it. They're going to protest or something because they're trying to sign some law about guns or something. They're trying to take away guns from people. Law-abiding citizens. I don't really like. Look, hate's a strong word, but I don't like guns. I can say I don't like guns, personally myself, but it's one of those things, man. I don't think anybody would want a gun if it wasn't necessary, like. Now I'm not saying necessary, but if we lived in a perfect world where you didn't need a gun, you know what I mean? Like, you would still want them though for aliens, though, because aliens came to try to take the. What if a bunch of aliens came in and they tried to they try to take the planet over or something? The current science right now, they say there's just endless planets that could have life on them that are in that habitable zone on these different solar systems. They're actually called stars. They're called solar system. Solar was the name of our sun. Our sun in this star system, in this planetary system, our star, the sun, that's the name of it. It's named solar, and the only solar system really is ours because that was the name of our sun. All the other, they're called planetary systems. I think they call them planetary systems, but people say, oh, there's other solar systems here and there, Not actually, because that was the name of our son, was named Solar. So. All right, what am I doing? I got me some. I'm about to get back on that live feed, yo. A lot of y'all know my brother Brian. He has a friend that he met. This guy's a professional live streamer, and he's in town for the rally. They're going down. Well, they're not a rally. It's a lobby day. It's been all over the news. They go in and they lobby. I'm pretty sure they do it because that's where the Bill of Rights was signed at. And but it's even more important this year because Virginia is trying to sign some laws and like take away guns from, you know. The reality of the situation is, if somebody was trying to kill me and if I had a gun, I'd survive. I'd be loving guns at that point. But you know what? I'm about peace and stuff. So like I don't want to touch a gun. You know what I mean? That's just personal. You know what I'm saying? But the reality of the situation is, you know, if I had to use a gun to survive or to protect my family, at that point, I would love having that gun because I don't want my family and me to die. And the crazy thing about it is, all you need is a machine shop. They take away all the guns from the good people. The criminals are the ones who don't have guns anymore. There's only going to be illegal guns. And I don't care how many times you take away them guns, they just set up a machine shop and just make new guns. You'd be surprised. All you need is some real simple machining tools, and you could build a gun. It's crazy, right? I hope I didn't enlighten anybody into that idea. Like, that's common sense, right? But it's a reality of humanity. It's like people are so closed-minded. They can't like understand. It's like reality, man. Like we have this thing called free will, and we have this thing called engineering, and we have this thing called guns, you know. And then they would be, you know, knives are more deadly than guns. They say knives are actually more deadly than guns. You know, there's no logic, you know, like. And how many crimes are committed by legal gun owners? Think about it. People that are legal gun owners, they don't commit crime. You know, I've never seen on the news ever them saying, "Oh, this guy that legally owned the gun went out and hurt people." I've never heard a story about that ever. So they have no legitimacy whatsoever. There's no legitimacy to it. Really. There's no legitimacy. Like, legal gun owners don't commit crimes with them. I've had to research that, but I watch the news every day. I don't ever see a news story say, "Oh, this legal gun owner went out and killed a bunch of people." You never. There's probably a couple cases, a couple of them, you know. I really don't know. I don't see it, but that's the fact. That's the reality of it, man. They ship guns. They can ship guns into this country like crazy. You can't smell a gun. They can't sniff out a gun. Yo, they can just. There's just guns just pouring into the country, and then everybody would have legal gun owners. You take away all their guns and they don't have right. They're gonna go out and get a legal gun. A lot of those people, they're still gonna have their guns. They're gonna hide them. They're gonna have them. You know. So it just really don't make sense. You know. As long as we got free will and we got engineering, you know, they're gonna make weapons, and you know. Like, I wish that, and of course, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I wish that the world didn't need guns, really. I wish they didn't, you know. We got aliens too, so like, but if the whole universe was like peaceful and we didn't need guns, then it wouldn't even make a difference. If we had them and we kept them safe, it wouldn't make a difference. But I'm about to watch these prelims. I'm gonna get back on the Portland Andy stream if they're still doing that. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? food. Got my food. Oh yeah. I'm about to sit down and have some food, yo. Yo, I speculate with my speculation. I understand the situations of gravity, the gravity of the situation, the contemplation in my mind got me saying, yo, I got the time, I got the rhyme, but I ain't got the, yo, what?